What's up, you guys? And welcome to another episode of Your Favorite Aunties Podcast.
Friend,
Where have you been?
I'm so excited.
Why are you so excited?
We have a very, very special, exclusive, exciting announcement.
And what is it?
The Aunties are doing a summer tour. So this summer, we are hitting 3 cities. DC, we coming.
Yeah.
New York, we coming. Dallas,
Dirty D,
we coming.
Yeah.
If you're not in any of those 3 cities, make your way.
Hello.
So one of those 3 cities, because that's what the Auntie's going to be this summer.
Hello.
So go to yourfavoriteauntiespodcast.com to see those exact dates so you can start making your plans, because this summer, it's up.
Prepare the others.
We lit.
Prepare the others.
Take that PTO, baby, and make your way to DC, New York City, or Dallas, or. Because you can come to all of them.
Hello?
We welcome you.
You are welcome.
We welcome you once. We welcome you twice. So come see the Aunties on tour. Aren't you excited?
I am 100% excited. I honestly wish it was already the summer.
I know, right? It's going to come fast, though.
It is. I mean, well, January took 2 years
this is true.
to pass.
Longest January ever.
Oh, my goodness. January felt like the longest Monday I've ever experienced.
Yeah, it was.
I mean.
It was a time.
I am so incredibly happy to just be here with you right now because season 6, okay, to complete sidebar from Valentine's Day. Starting off season 1, did you see season 6?
No.
Did you see 2 years down the road?
No.
I didn't.
All I could see was what we was doing in the moment.
Baby, I couldn't see it. I was like, what if we run out of stuff to talk about?
Before we even started the podcast.
Girl.
We haven't even talked about anything.
That's literally what you said.
But no, I am super excited to see some more people. So y'all make sure to get the tickets. I know that y'all want us to come to all these different cities, but the ones that we put out, we need y'all to show up and show out so we can come to other cities. This takes a lot of planning, a lot of logistics. It'd be things going on, but we will be in those 3 places for sure. So if y'all want us to add some more cities, we need y'all to buy these cities out.
Hello?
We need you to buy these cities out. Tell your friends, tell your family, and join the Aunties this summer in Dallas, New York City, and or Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I'm excited to go to D.C. They say D.C. Chocolate City.
Chocolate City. I'm excited about all 3 of them. Yeah. Like, all great cities. All of them.
I've never been to New York or D.C.
I've been all of them. But yeah, no, great cities. So I'm really excited for all the people that are going to be traveling in, for all the people that are already there. Like, it's going to be big.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Valentine's. And all that good stuff.
This week is Valentine's Day.
Are you excited or happy about it?
I am. This will actually be my first time celebrating Valentine's Day with my boyfriend. Last year, we were not in the same place on the same day on Valentine's Day. So we had to kind of celebrate it like a few days after. So this will be my first time actually being with my person on Valentine's Day in probably like 5 years.
Must be nice. That was kind of good.
So yeah, I'm excited about it. What about you?
Well, Valentine's Day is kind of like, I typically work on Valentine's Day. And I let my coworkers who are married and all this stuff, I'd be like, I'm not doing anything. So I might as well work. I'm off on Valentine's Day this year.
Yeah, it's a Friday, huh?
Yeah, it's a Friday. And I am going to be outside. Now, I will be spraying couples with water when I see them. So that is definitely,
That's how I used to feel like I'm about to throw my shoe at them.
Yeah, nobody want to see all that. Ain't nobody trying to see all that. So yeah, no, I'm going to be outside. I'm going to walk up to random men and be like, oh, so this is why you're not answering the phone? Oh, I'm ruining it for everybody. No, let me stop. I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna be off, so I'm probably gonna do something. I don't know what that something is. I can't say it's gonna be Galentine's. I can't say I've ever even celebrated Galentine's.
Really?
That I can recall.
Okay.
I don't want to be with y'all.
Ah.
I'm trying to be laid up.
But I really feel like, and maybe it's just because we are older, I don't feel like Valentine's Day is that big of a deal. Because I mean, and maybe because a lot of times it falls during the week and we grown, so we got jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
It just hasn't been I don't see my people in my circle making it a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't even really just be going to dinner like that. Because a lot of times, even when I was with somebody or something, I'm like, I don't feel like going out and all them people and stuff. And for what?
You didn't already make reservations somewhere.
I mean, it's just like irritating.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm also not like super into like the commercial side of love. So I can't say I've ever been super, super into Valentine's Day. Even when I was single, like, I would, like, literally get my mama something, get my daddy something. Like, I don't know. I never been super into it.
You know, my mom always gives me something for Valentine's Day. And, like, 1 year she came to my job and she had a T-shirt of my little sister and I on. It was just the cutest little thing. And she just bought me some stuff. So I will say, even though I am chronically single, well, excuse me, I can be chronically single at times. I do have a good support system around me. Like, my friends who are in relationships or married or what have you, they still do something to show me love so that I won't feel lonely. You know, I can remember for 1 year while I was at work, one of my best friends at the time, she went to my house. She cleaned up my apartment for me. And she left me like a Valentine's Day basket of different like hot Cheetos. That's when I was eating hot Cheetos like crazy. She got me different flavors, a card, some candy, like just. And I got home on my lunch break because I had to go take my dog out. And I saw that. And I walked to my apartment. I was like, wait a minute. It's cleaner than how I left it. You know what I mean? So, and then when I saw the gift and stuff, I was like, oh, this is very sweet. So I will say that I do have some incredible people in my life that do their best to let me know that I'm wanted. So, you know.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. I love I can't say that I officially celebrate like Galentine's, but I like unofficially celebrate it. And it is very true because I hear people say all the time, like, literally your friends be like the greatest loves of your life. Like,
no, seriously.
They just be so sweet, so kind, so caring, so compassionate. Like, a lot of the things you may be looking for in the opposite sex is like your best friends be coming through for you. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like Galentine's like should be celebrated, even if it's unofficial. I'm not saying you gotta all get together on the same day and do activities. No, but just like unofficially celebrating friendship love.
Yeah, no, that's really good. And you know what? I'm glad that you actually said that because I will say that when I don't see my friends' boyfriends express love for them like I do to them, I be like, I could be better than your man. Like, I could have been your man. You know, or if a man that's trying to get to know me or is interested in me, if he doesn't put in the same type of effort that my friends put into me, it's hard for me to like, you know, really get in tune and touch with it. Like, I could say I'm having a bad day. One of y'all pulling up with flowers, you know, or just popping up on me at work. It's just something like you just do something. And I find myself having the most rich relationships with my friends that I've had, you know, outside of love, like outside of romantic love. And I don't know, sometimes it's just a hard act to follow. Like if your man is not doing what your friends are doing, it's just like, why are you here? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, no, I totally get it. And it's very true. When you really find some good friends as a woman, you be like, y'all ain't cutting it. Like, no, bare my minimum, friends would be doing like the most. What are you even doing?
Hello?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like the people in my life who go the extra mile for me, my man needs to go 2 extra miles. Like,
but is it realistic to hold him to that standard?
A part of me feels like no, because you love me, do it. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to be unrealistic, but it's also like, I love romance. I love thoughtful things. Like, that's just me. And I feel like if you want to love me the way that I desire to be loved, then get with it.
Get with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can love you how I want to love you all day long. I could express how I love you in all the ways that I express it. But it's not until I tap into how you want to receive it and how you want to be loved that it feels different for you.
You agree with that? Like, for sure.
Like you, when you gave me a not Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was happy that you gave me the Christmas gift. Continue to do, not Christmas gift, continue to do it. You just stopping by, you know that I was just, my friend is thinking about me. She wanted to be by me. She came to my job. You could have given me a pen and a gel pen, a Lisa Frank tablet, and I would have been just as happy. But it's like that was a part of your love language. Like, you do like to give gifts. That's how you show love. And I absolutely receive it. But just know, like, you coming up, and I know you know this already. You just being there.
I just don't be places empty-handed. Like no, I need to pick up something. You know, like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I love it. Don't change a thing, dog. Don't change a thing. But there is definitely a level of expectation that I know that I would have from my man. And the standard has been set by my friends. And I don't mean that in a way where it's like he can never achieve it. But it's like, I need you to be thoughtful. I need you to be attentive and intentional. I need you to be my friend. You know, like, there is a level of friendship that needs to come into your relationship.
Right. But you understand that men are not friends in the same way that women are friends. Men are just
men.
Yeah. The funniest creatures, because I'm like, how are you even living life? Like, what? How are you surviving?
They will quite literally live in a cardboard box.
They would be best friends with somebody for like 20 years and not know anything about them.
None.
They ask no questions.
No.
And I'm like, how do you, what do you mean?
We get on 2K every day. Is it even 2K?
We walk by each other in the hall every day.
Right.
That's my homie. And it's just like, you don't know anything about him. Like, I don't understand it at all.
I can tell somebody your favorite color, how tall you are, what types of books you like to read.
They barely know their homeboy last name. Like, barely.
But that's his man.
Okay.
That's my dude.
They don't you can't ask him anything. They'll be like, I don't know. So somebody got a new relationship. Oh, so what's the girl's name? I don't know. You didn't ask? No.
Well, how'd they meet?
I don't know.
Okay, well, does he like her? I don't know. It's just, hello? Are you cool? You know what?
You cool?
Is you cool?
No, they are the funniest creatures. That's why I was asking, like, realistically, is that an expectation you can have?
Realistically, yes, because I have experience being with a romantic man. So to say that it's not out.
But was it sustainable romance or like that beginning romance?
So I'll answer your question.
Just answer the question. Why you got to give me the
because
disclaimer?
As far as I'm concerned, it's sustainable if you can sustain it. Like, for me, anything that I do...
Was it sustainable for him, like, as the person that he was? Or was it that beginning, I'm trying to get you?
I don't feel like it was the beginning trying to get you thing. Okay. I feel like the other stuff that, like, played a part in it. Because up to the end, it was still that. Like, that didn't, like, drop.
Okay.
Like, that part didn't drop.
Because girls be getting fooled by that beginning.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I be like, let it simmer for a second, because people can only keep up with pretenses for so long. Like, let it simmer a little bit and see if it's actually a thing or if that's just like the beginning. I'm excited, but I lose interest quickly. So you really gonna see in about 4 months that this ain't really me. But if you latch on now, you won't ever see, so. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess because I do my best to show up as my most authentic self from jump. Like, I'm just who I am. I don't have a ulterior motive, or I don't have a reason to not be me, because I need you to love me for how I am.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that.
But I know that I do recognize that not everybody shows up that way or has like that trust within themselves or that desire. Like, I get it, but it's not to say that that's not what I do. So it's like, so when you were asking, is it sustainable? For me, it was.
But I'm not talking about you.
I think it is sustainable for a man that wants to sustain it. I don't believe it's far-fetched. Like, there are men who are like romantic, like do the things, like, and they continue to do the things.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it's usually sustainable when it's like an inbuilt thing and not them putting it on to try to get you. And a lot of men put it on to get you. It's not really something that's inside of them to do. So that's what I mean. Like, you have to discern if it's sustainable. Like, is he just that type of person? Because if he's not that type of person, he's not going to keep it up.
I hear you. What at this? A rose is still a rose. So it, that's whatever. Yeah. But I think that the relationships that you host with your friends should definitely help you find a good partner.
As far as like setting the expectations. Yeah. Because, I mean, truthfully, it applies to all relationships where you attract who and what you are, So I feel like once my confidence got to a different place, my friend circle changed. Yeah. Because I used to have frenemies. We've talked about it on several episodes where it's like we were friendly and I thought they were my friend, but then I would find out like we're secretly in competition, or they would do something behind my back just so that they could do it and then tell me about it because they wanted me to be jealous. Just stuff, right? Yeah. But as soon as I changed, my circle naturally changed. I didn't have to go find good friends. And I celebrate the fact that I have amazing friends, now in my life, in a way where I don't like compare it to the romantic side, because I'm just like, I've learned so much about how different men are. Not to say that I've lowered my expectations, but it's just
you just
different.
Understand. You have an educated expectation.
Yeah. I like that.
You have an educated expectation. So for me, when it comes to, getting to know a guy, there are certain things that I look for within their character, but they're very small things. Like very, very small things. Like, are you considerate of me? Or how do you treat me? Like, do I have to tell you to hold the door, open the door? Or do I have to stop? Or like, what are little things that you do that show me the big things of who you are?
That's good. I definitely agree with that. Definitely the little things. And then also the things, I think I said it in another episode, that don't necessarily pertain to you. You know what I mean? Like how he treats others, what he does when he disagrees with somebody else other than you, like stuff like that, because it points to who they are outside of their romantic relationship, because eventually that person is going to show up in their romantic relationship. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So how have you, I don't know, I feel like we're kind of switching gears, but how have you balanced that showing up in your relationship? Like dealing with the person or meeting the person of who they are outside of the romantic side? You know what I mean?
What do you mean balanced?
Or just understanding like, okay, this is just your humanity coming out.
It's taken a lot. I didn't realize how much I needed to give people grace until you get into a romantic relationship where you actually stay. And then it's like, oh yeah, I should probably give you some grace on that. So I do my best. I still very much struggle with it though, because I have high expectations for myself. I think I also have high expectations for others. So, but it's been a lot of, and y'all hear me talk about my pastor all the time, but he taught me a lot about men. Yeah. And I just had no idea how different they were, how different they thought. Like, I'm thinking this way makes total sense, and he has to be thinking this way. And my pastor's like, no, that didn't even cross his mind. And I'm like, what are you saying? How does this not, this is the way, he probably didn't even think about it. What? It's just eye-opening. Like, no, they really are very different from the way that we are. And so like, I feel like accepting that fully has been a journey.
Remind me to call Apostle.
It is a journey, because for so much, I feel like we are taught that our partner needs to be like us, not embracing the fact that we come together because we are different, and he's going to fill in where I need filling in, so on and so forth. But we think that they have to be like us. So that also kind of sometimes goes back to the whole friendship thing, especially friendships between women, because it's like, they're not friends with each other like that. You know what I mean? So just balancing the expectation.
That's good. That's good. I don't know. Sometimes it is, I know that I have to get used to really giving guys a chance. Because I'll be like, you know what? Never mind.
You know what? Never mind.
No. this is not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to work. And I know that I need to find that like sticking and staying power.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's like being chronically single or being single for, time on end. It's just, you get so used to yourself. And then when somebody else comes in, it's like, okay, I need to adjust.
So what do you do? How, like, at what time period would you say, okay, this is chronically single? So if somebody's listening, like, am I chronically single? How do you categorize that?
Like, how long has it been since you've actually been in a real, like, a genuine relationship?
Okay.
Or can you not get past like the situationship or the, just getting to know you part, like not actually being in a monogamous committed relationship?
For how long?
I would say maybe like 3 years plus. Like 3 years plus, yeah.
So for those who, going back to kind of like friendship, for those who identify as the chronically single person in their friendship groups, like what would you say to them for how they can navigate that?
It's hard.
Yeah.
I don't, it's like for as much as I want to offer like hope or this big encouragement, I don't really have a lot. Because sometimes it just does not feel like it's going to happen, especially when quite literally you are the one in all of your groups of friends. Because, we have different pockets of friendships and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, no, in all of your groups of friends, you are the one who's single all the time. And it's not because you're not incredible. It's not that. It doesn't mean like, oh, you have so much more work to do. No, it just happens to be like that. So I don't have anything.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on that because I know it is hard, and I know that so many of our listeners would be able to identify with that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the chronically single one, because I think we got a couple messages about it, in my friendship groups, like, how do I handle this? Because I spent the majority of my 20s single.
Yeah.
Like, from the time I was like 20 to 27. Yeah, 20 to 27, I was single. I was dating here and there. There was a period where I was purposefully single, like, I ain't fooling with y'all. But dating here and there for the most part. But those 7 years. And then I was in a relationship from 27 to 29. And then I was single again from 29 to 31.
Yeah.
So most of my adult years, I was single.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and I had a lot of married friends. I had friends who got married. And I was like,
hello?
I know.
Anytime.
Now, hold on now. So I know that it can be very rough, and it can have an impact on like how you see yourself, how you value yourself. It can have an impact on your friendships, because people's lives are shifting and they have other priorities and different things. And it's like, oh, I want to hang out with you too, So I get it. I know I've been there before. So I just wanted to recognize them because they may feel unseen.
Yeah. What is it? So I know that I have like my days and times where it's like the loneliness does get to me. 100% affects me. Like there are days that, it's like I want to be like, I really want to be very like vulnerable right now, but it's just very hard because people are going to be watching this. But it's like there are times when I wake up and I cry.
Yeah.
Just because like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to be single.
Yeah.
And especially with day in and day out, I met with people tell me, how are you single? Why are you single? What's going on? I'm like, baby, I don't know. There are times when I'm in my apartment and I sleep on the couch because I don't want to sleep in the bed by myself. And people are like, oh, you sleep on your couch? Yeah, I sleep on my couch a lot of the time. Just 'cause I don't want to be in the bed by myself. I just don't. Like, it's not something that I enjoy at this part of my life. Like, I will sleep in my bed. Okay, cool. But most of the time, I'm just on the couch because the bed is cold. The bed is so cold. And it's not to say that I don't have fun being single or I'm not enjoying life being single, but I desire partnership. I desire love. And I'm grieving something that I can't have right now. Like, and it's hard. It's very, very hard, especially when I would like to believe that I'm incredibly loving, like very loving and kind and thoughtful and, all the things, and not being able to express that romantically, it really wears on me. So having people in my life who I get to express that to, and they are just like, oh, I wish I could just help you. Or I wish I could make this better. Like, I have people, you are one of them who is involved in my dating life. You're more so involved when I get to know somebody because you're like, friend, you can't be this way. Or friend, okay, good job. Or then I have other friends who quite literally will be out somewhere. They see a guy who's quote unquote my type or my preference or whatever the case may be. We'll walk up to them and be like, hey, this is my friend. You should meet her. Or another one will be searching online. It's just, I have a great system. It's just not the time, but I get frustrated in that. Like,
that's real. That's very real.
How does it feel being my friend, seeing me be single?
It's hard at times. I definitely feel for you in a different way than I felt for myself because I am introverted.
Yeah.
So I know that you like to be around people or even just a person. And I know I'd be like, I'm cool by myself. So I feel for you in a different way because I know that I didn't feel to that degree because I like to be by myself. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel for you on that piece because I know that you like companionship.
In
at
any
all
regard.
times. At all times. So yeah, it is. But then also just when things happen, I just be like, I'm like cheerleader / quarterback. Like, I'm like, yes, go friend. Step out there, do it, friend. Make the profile. I'll help you, And I'm also like, okay, now what did y'all talk about? Now when y'all talked about what did you say to him? And how did you okay, so friend, next time.
So what? I can't tell him he's stupid?
So yeah, it's been a journey for sure.
I don't know. It's just hard because it's like I want it to change, but I'm also not willing to settle.
And you shouldn't. No. You shouldn't settle.
I'm not.
But then I also feel like we have to do a better job of not needing to give people answers. Like I just listened to you vent just because like when we first met, like we were both single, and even though I'm in a relationship now, I still very much understand that. So I'll just like listen to you vent. A lot of times you could tell I'll just be quiet and I'll be like, I understand, friend, because I feel like people try to give you solutions and answers and it's like it's not needed all the time because you don't have it. And if more people would just listen and just have empathy, I feel like it would be better than trying to diagnose, well, maybe you need to, and then maybe you should try, and then maybe no.
None
of that is going to work because I even just in thinking about my situation now, I'm like, there's nothing that I did. It just happened when it happened. And if more people were just like, it's going to happen when it happens instead of, well, maybe you should pray about it and maybe you should do this and maybe you... Yes, you should play a role. I'm not saying that, and there are a lot of things that we as women, especially those of us who grew up in church or were a part of purity culture and just kind of missed the whole how to date thing. Absolutely. Definitely things we need to work on. But also trying to like pinpoint and provide a prescription is not always the best option. Just listen.
It can be frustrating and insensitive. And invalidating.
Just gonna tell you to do some more stuff like you need to earn it.
Okay.
Like, ma'am, you did none of that. So why are you telling me I need to do that?
We just no, because we need to stay right there. Earning love, we need an entire episode on earning love. Whether it be from God, the people around you, or even romantic love, there is a death to earning love.
Come on.
Anybody that loved me, they made a point to love me. This was your decision.
It's very much a choice.
There was nothing that I could have done to sway you, because there have been some people that I've been in love with that have not done right by me, but I chose to love them because I wanted to see certain parts of them or certain sides of them. So this whole working for love and working for friendship and working for this, working for that, if you want to be here, you're going to be here.
It's a choice. Right. It is very much a choice. And even if you do that, like, it's not sustainable. So it's going to run out at some point, you got to choose people and people got to choose you.
Right.
Because they will have you on a hamster wheel. Just going, okay, I need to do this now. Okay, it hasn't happened yet, so I need to do this. All right, it hasn't happened yet. I need to do No, actually.
Right.
If you do all those things, do it because you want to be the best version of yourself, not because you think at the end of this, God is going to give me my husband.
Hello.
Because when he doesn't, you're going to be mad.
Upset.
I told him at one point, God, I am mad at you.
And meant it. Meant it.
Angry.
Yeah.
I know he was like, girl, I ain't said none of that.
I actually never promised any of these things to you.
But when you set that expectation and it doesn't happen, you get disappointed and you think God let you down. I was talking to my therapist and I'm like, I'm recovering from thinking that God let me down. And he didn't. Because I'm the one that set that expectation based off the things that other people were saying and what I saw and what I was told and all of that. He didn't let me down. Now I'm up here recovering from being mad at God. Didn't have no reason to be mad at him.
Okay.
You have to be careful with that.
Like, Lord up there looking like, now how I get in?
Hello?
Now what? Now how come you blaming me?
That's that religion of a relationship. Like, do this. 1, 2, 3. Check this off. Check boxes. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. And then when 1 + 2 don't equal 3, what we doing?
Or then when you seemingly mess up. Then all of us, oh, well, you were right there at the promised land and then you struck that rock.
It's your fault.
You're not going to enter in.
I was just about to give it to you. Your fault.
Now you got to wait 4 more months.
Right. And
it's just like, that's
no.
It's going to happen when it happens. And in the meantime, between time, yeah, you frustrated. Yeah, you weary. Yeah, you all of this. You're lonely. You're this, you're that, or this. But it's going to happen when it happens.
It's going to happen when it happens. Baby, let me tell you. I'm not going to tell all your business, but I remember I used to always have to like talk to you about that. And I remember when you were dating, you would be like, how come? No, you would say something to the effect of, well, what if God doesn't send my husband because I'm dating somebody? I'd be like, girl.
Is you cool?
What? But no, you really were like, if I'm dating somebody, like he may not send them. And I'm like, nah, that don't work like that.
Don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband.
But no, but that's that mindset of like, no, I have to get this, and this right and check these boxes off. And then that will equal that. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. His math is not our math. And you'll be very disappointed placing those expectations on him.
Yeah. Mm-mm. It's just hard because I think that's another area of faith deconstruction that you and I have walked through. And there's many a day you still got to remind me like, friend, it's not like
God
that.
is not like that.
He's not like that.
Yeah.
But I've been so used to doing things by the book and doing this and doing that and going back to that earning love, earning salvation, earning the next treasure or the, just all of that just being spun on that hamster wheel the whole time. It's like, I'm not telling you to do these things. That's not what I'm asking of you. I just want your heart.
Come on, just trust me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we find ourselves in these pockets of doubt and distrust because we've put all of these human expectations on an eternal God.
Come on, a supernatural God.
Come on, like he quite literally is not like man.
Come on.
But yet and still, I know that I've held him to man's standards.
Come on.
Because man has let me down. Now I'll put those attributes on him instead of putting his attributes on people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And I would get so caught up in, why isn't this happening? Why is this? And da 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 da. And the whole time, that's not what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I even shared it with you. Where's my phone? But there was, speaking of that whole, all of my friends are getting engaged and getting married and all this stuff. There was a young lady who asked this, and it was good. Oh my goodness, I have to find it.
It's an Ask the Aunties thing?
Not necessarily Ask the Aunties. It was just, basically she was just saying like, look, all of my friends seem to be getting married and getting in relationships, and I'm more saved than all of them. But I heard her for what she was saying.
Yeah, that's real.
Baby girl for what she's saying.
That's real.
It's like they not living for you, God. Why is it that somebody else is seemingly getting the thing that I'm not getting, and I'm serving you for real?
Come on.
Because if I can be very honest, who's been mad at God before behind that? Hello?
Count me in.
Lord. I am doing these 5 a.m. prayer calls.
Come on.
Meaning I'm up at 4:15, 4:30 praying before the prayer. And you mean to tell me Susie Flip is with Jody Blow? And she blowing? Huh? Whole time I'm up here.
Yeah.
Preaching, praying, prophesying.
That is so real. No, it's very, very real. We need to acknowledge that. And I want single Christian ladies to be set free, because getting a husband is not a cookie for your good behavior.
Right.
Getting a husband is not a reward because you did all the right things, because you're going to see people get the husband, right? And wasn't necessarily, quote unquote, doing what you feel like is the right thing. So I want you to be set free, and don't think that you are doing something wrong. You are not, worthy, or whatever it is that you feel like maybe keeping you from reaching that place. Be set free. The husband is not a reward, honey. It's not a reward.
Okay.
Yeah. We got to go for it.
Okay. I was finna, because I so understand. When I say I'm not missing the forest for the trees at all.
Yeah.
Like, I get what you mean. Lord, I am quite literally living for you. There's one desire. There's one thing that I ask of thee. Huh? Really, all the other stuff. It's not about material this and material that. I want a man of God who love me for real, and I want to do your will in that marriage. This is a good thing that I want.
It is.
Why is it seemingly being withheld?
Yeah, seemingly.
Huh?
Seemingly. Yep.
And it's frustrating.
It is.
It's incredibly frustrating, where it's like, now God, how is this person? And mind you, we do kind of put ourselves in a self-righteous
for
point.
Sure.
So I get that. Like, I don't want to ignore that part, but it's just a very real thing to feel that way.
It is very real. And it's okay to acknowledge and accept and feel the feels. It's okay.
It's okay to feel the feels.
You're human. But yeah, we gotta do part 2 on this, I guess.
Yeah.
This was really good. So happy Galentine's Day. Friday, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go to yfauntiespodcast.com to check out the tour info. The aunties are going on tour this summer.
Right.
Gonna have more conversations like this, laughs, fun, dancing, just all the things.
Yeah.
It is a vibe. So make sure you check out those tour dates and come see us in one of those cities.
Also, a lot of people did not realize that we have a P.O. box. So that is in the description box of any of our audio, all on our YouTube stuff. It's on our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, if you still got it. Hello. So just, if you all did want to send us some stuff, it is there. So just be very mindful of that. If you have not already joined Patreon, join our Patreon fam. In this year, we are going to be coming up with some new stuff, some more content, and we're really going to kick it up, because
and this Patreon gets some tour exclusives too.
Oh yeah.
Wink, wink. Wink,
hello. But we love y'all so much. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of Your Favorite Aunties Podcast. Bye.